In this project we will be modeling a chess piece, and these type of objects are usually made on the lathe by spinning and turning a piece of wood or metal and then taking away the material. And for example, I'm teaching you this revolve function, how this chess piece is made, but you can apply the same tools and techniques to, for example, model a bicycle hub. I have a hub here, and the same principles apply if you want to design a hub body or, for example, an axle. The same functions would be used to design this chess piece here. So powerful tool, and it's a cool object to print if you play chess. If not, then just a cool object to have on your shelf. So let's get started. Okay, this will be the chess piece that we will model today. This piece is called the king. Those of you who play chess will know this. I don't play chess that much, but it is what it is. So let's open up a new design. Now the first thing we need to do is bring in a reference image. We can do that by going Insert, Canvas. And now you need to find the image on your computer, and we need to select a plane where to attach this canvas. I'll pick the front plane here and drag this out a little bit to scale it up. Click OK. And now it lives under this canvases folder, and if we right click it, we can choose calibrate. So now we need to check 2 points on the image and say what is the dimension here. I want the chess piece to be around 10 centimeters height, so I will just say 100 millimeters. And now the image is in the right scale. Let's turn on the origin, and if I right click, I can select edit canvas, and what I want to do is position this so the king would be right in the middle here where the origin point is. Looks good. Click OK. And now we need to create a sketch. So create sketch. I will choose the front plane, turn off the origin, and let's start by creating a line. So create a line. The first point goes here, and the second point goes straight up. And I will give it a dimension of 100. Now what I need to do is create a line and just start at the bottom here. And what I want to do is just trace this image with the line tool, and don't worry about the fillets here just yet. We will add those later. To create this arc here, let's create an arc. So under create, arc, 3-point arc. The first point goes here, the second point goes here, and the third one in the middle here. Escape, and I can just adjust the position here a little bit better. It doesn't need to be that precise. Let's continue with the line tool, and I'm just connecting the dots here. And for this here, we could use an arc, but I think better will be to create a spline. So create spline, fit point spline. And here, first point here, second one here, the third one will come up here. Okay, and you can see the spline tool has these arrows or manipulators here, and we can adjust the shape of the spline by controlling those handles here. Here we can use an arc tool again. another one. And at the end here, we need to make sure that these points connect, so that we would have like this closed profile. If we don't have the points connected, the profile will not be closed and we will not be able to do the next operation. So make sure that all the points here are connected and click finish. So let's turn off the canvas here, and to get the round shape we can use the operation called revolve. So under create, let's choose revolve. And now what we need to do is select the profile that we want to use. So click this one, and for the axis we need to specify a vertical axis. So choose this line here. And voila! We have the chess piece in one operation. Isn't this cool? Click OK. And now what we need to do is round off these edges, as I mentioned before. So for that we will use the fillet tool. So fillet, and just click all the edges that you want to round off. And I'll just enter like 1 millimeter, not that much. Okay, I like this. So let's see how we can add some details to this chess piece now. If we turn off on the canvas, turn off the body, we can see that this top piece here, it's actually not a cylindrical shape. It is like a flat piece. So let's create this flat piece now. Let's create a sketch on the front plane, and I need to create a outline of the object. So we can do that by create, project include, project, and as the selection filter, choose bodies. When I choose bodies, I can click this piece, click OK. And now if I hide the body, I can see I have the outline as a sketch. So now that all that we need to do is create 2 rectangles and use the extrusion as a cut. So let's create the rectangles. First I will choose a line here. Make sure it's vertical, and maybe we'll use this line as a mirror object. So let's create the rectangles. 2-point rectangle, the first point goes, well, somewhere around here, and the second one goes somewhere around here. So we need to make sure that this line is somewhere around this point here. So we can make it more precise by using the constraint, coincident constraint. I'll say that this line needs to be on top of this point. So now that you can see that it's precisely there, and let's copy this rectangle on the opposite side. So for that I will use mirror tool. So go up here, mirror, and select all the objects that you want to copy. That's all of this rectangle, and the mirror line will be this middle one. And you can see that in one operation we have copied it on the opposite side. Click OK. So finish sketch. Let's turn on the body again, and let's use the extrude command. Select these profiles, drag the arrow out, and you can see that we are cutting and making the top piece flat. And for the operation we need to select symmetric, direction symmetric, so it cuts on both sides equally. And the operation is a cutting operation. Click OK. So this is an easy way how to make a flat piece on top. Let's switch on the canvas again, turn off the body, and I'll show you how we can make these little details. For example, this piece has like a cutout here, and also this piece has like these grooves here. So we can do that by making just an extrusion. But what about these like grooves here? These look different. So I'll show you a technique that can be easily used. Let's turn on the bodies again, turn off the canvas, and let's create a sphere. So under create, choose the sphere, and I will choose this plane here. So for the sphere we need to specify a point, so somewhere around here, and now we need to specify the size of the sphere. So as you can see, as I'm dragging it out, it shows that it will intersect these bodies and it will change the operation to cut. So the bigger the sphere, the bigger the cut. Let's have somewhere around 9mm value, click OK. So this is one cut, but we need to duplicate this cut all around this piece here. We can use the command pattern, so under create, go pattern, circular pattern. As the object type, I will choose faces, and I will choose this face here. And for the axis, I can choose one of these circular references here. So I'll choose this face here, and as you can see, we can enter a value how many of these cuts we need to copy. For example, if I enter 5, there will be 5 cuts. If I enter 7, there will be 7 cuts. Click OK. And this is it. This is easy way how to model a chess piece in just a few minutes. By using this technique, you can model all the chess pieces, except for the horse. The horse needs to have a different approach, but I'll show you that in another video. And for the material, I have selected PLA plastic. The layer height is 0.16mm, which is like average. So I want to make these like slopes to look a little bit better. That's why I chose this layer height. And for the infill, I have chosen 10%. This chess piece will just be sitting on the shelf, so it doesn't need to be that strong. And the infill pattern is gyroid. And I have chosen 3 supports for this piece because it needs to have some supports under this surface here and also at the top here. So let's take a look how it looks sliced. This is with all the supports, and the printing time will be 1 hour 20 minutes. It will take around 22 grams of material, and everything looks good. Let's send it to print.